My name is Tony Brunicat. I'm a freshman here at Wabash College, and I'm going to speak about my experience in music.
So, when did you first start getting into DJing?
It was around middle school where my uncle had a big sound system. He had a bunch of cassette tapes and CDs that we would take around to parties. And we would help him. Since he was in a wheelchair, we would go and help him. We'd go help him set up the sound equipment, all the speakers, all the lights, everything. And then after that, there came a point where there was a party that needed newer pop music, and my uncle at the time didn't really know any new music. So he asked my brother and I to take charge of that event, and that was our first event where me and my brother were in charge of the music. The most important thing about choosing a song when you're DJing an event is probably the type of event that you're doing. So if I'm doing a Sweet 16, I'll probably play American Top 40. Weddings, you want to play throwbacks, music that everybody knows. House parties, college, frat parties as well. You just want to play mostly old music, old popular music that people love. So that's like 90s hip hop. You know, you go Ice Cube, House of Pain, Snoop Dogg, all those guys. Then you play the new stuff that's out, and that's pretty popular. So yeah, you got to take the event into account. That's probably the most important thing. And so you got to know your crowd. But then after that, the most important thing is playing what the crowd wants. So if you're playing some music and they don't really like it, you gotta switch it up and find your stride there. So that's pretty important as well. My favorite moment DJing an event. Actually, I don't know the answer to that, because once you get in a groove and the dance floor is full of people, it's a really good feeling. But there are some moments that stand out if you get like a good group of songs together that go really well together, and people just flock to the dance floor. That's a pretty good feeling. But I don't know, there's been a lot of times where I've had lots of fun. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this next couple months, because that's when the summer is. That's when people like to throw events, weddings, all that stuff. So usually in the early summer, that's when I'm the most busiest. But grad parties, birthday parties, going away parties, all that stuff, it's always a good time. So whenever the people are having a good time, that's probably my favorite moment.
Now I'm gonna get some B-roll of you like adjusting your socks, like just 'cause I don't know. You can set the microphone down.